Let's try that one more time. Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody in this church, there was about a fraction of you on Friday at the Bible Trivia Challenge, and they were so much louder. All right, so guess what? I have actually something very special to share with you guys today. Want to take a look at that for me? Tell me what that is. Are you going to take a look at this one? It's a blanket. It's a blanket. Stand up and show them. You do. Stand up. You're young. Stand up. So these are blankets, and guess what's special about these blankets?
They're old.
They are old. They are very old. But why are they old? Does anybody know why they're old?
Strawberry shortcake?
Strawberry shortcake, like the original strawberry shortcake, yes.
Like
Which came out in like the 1980s. So these are actually my baby blankets. Yes, they're my baby blankets. That was my favorite. This one that's like the multicolor, stained, ripped, torn, the whole 9 yards. Very well loved. My mother was very surprised this morning to see that I even still had these. Tells you how I hold on to things, right? Do you guys have favorite blankets? You have a favorite blanket. What do you do with your favorite blanket? You still sleep with it? Yeah. What do you do? What did you do when you were little with your favorite blanket?
Drag it through the mud.
I probably
Drag it around. Yeah. Did you guys make forts? Did anybody ever make forts with their favorite blankets?
Stuffed animals. I had a bunch of
Stuffed animals.
Stuffed animals in my bed when I was a kid.
Well, yeah, my daughter does that too. Anybody ever use theirs as cape? Superhero cape? Yes.
I was put past myself if I did.
Superhero capes, right? What's so special about having a blanket? How does it make you feel? Even now, so you're a teenager, how does that feel? You have, yeah, you have it. How does it feel to have a special blanket? Why do you still have it? Why? Why do you still hold on to it? Does it make you feel safe? Yeah? Is it comforting to have a blanket? Even as you're a teenager now?
It's like when you wrap like underneath your feet when you go to bed because you're like scared.
Yeah, it's comforting, it's safe, right? Blankets make us feel good. And even if you don't have a favorite blanket that you've held on to like forever, I'm still a big blanket lover. Like I have more blankets and quilts in my house than I can tell you what, like my kids love fort time because there are more blankets in my house to use to make a fort than there are beds in my home. So it's like a lot of fun to have a blanket. It makes us feel good, right? Well, every year on Mother's Day, we celebrate Blanket Sunday. So we have a very special time that we celebrate. And up here on both sides of me on the altar rail here, I have 2 different blankets from Church World Service. And if you take a look, so Kaylee, tell me about the one that's behind you. Feel it, touch it. What does it feel like to you? Wool. It's wool, so it's heavy. What do you think is it small? Is it big? What do you think? It's a pretty good size, I think, right? When do you think you would use a blanket like that? In the middle of the summer? Oh yeah, in the winter. Yeah, so we use that in the winter, right? And what about with you? What's the one on the other side of you? What do you think? Is it heavy? Is it light? Do you think it would be waterproof? Yeah, the material looks like it might be a little bit waterproof. Is yours small? Is it big?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, is it dull or bright color? I mean, you match, actually, you almost match the blanket. It's very bright in color. So the 2 blankets that we have up here are both for Church World Service, and they're used for different things. Uh-oh. Yes, Daddies? Church World Service. Oh, isn't that a great question? This is our way of outreach. So it's part of UMCOR that allows us to be able to do our outreach and our mission, and these blankets go with UMCOR every time they go into a natural disaster. So if you take a look, this bright one here, so I'll stand up here and I will not. Let me try that again. Walking like my son. So this bright one here, this one's actually really easy to spot, and I don't know if Sylvia's here today, but a lot of times Sylvia will say that she can actually see when there is natural disaster, when UMCOR gets down there first, you will see people wrapped in these blankets, especially down during, like if there's tornadoes or it's warmer and it's wet. These are meant to be waterproof, they are meant to be held onto, and they keep everything safe and dry. So people can either wrap themselves in them, they can make homes or tents out of them to protect themselves or their belongings. And we do these, they go down every time. Now the warmer ones, they would be for wintertime disasters or colder areas to keep people warm and safe. Now we asked this today, we're going to be taking up a special donation. Each one of these blankets only costs us $10. So for a $10 donation, we can purchase more of these blankets through Church World Service to go down with UMCOR. So that other people can feel that safe, secure feeling that a blanket gives them in a time when I am fairly certain there is nothing that feels safe and secure to them. So can we say a quick prayer? Dear God, we thank you for all of the things that help us make us feel warm and safe and secure, for our baby blankets and for the blankets that we have that can wrap us and make us feel loved and warm. Lord, we pray for those that may need the blankets that come from Church World Service. We hope that it can provide them with some level of comfort in a time when there isn't much around to provide additional comfort. In your name we pray. Amen. Now, I have been given the box. Even if I didn't have to use the box, I have been given the box. Who would like to have the box this week? Oh, yes. Pastor Carolyn will be taking the box this week. All right, guys, have a wonderful week and treat your mothers with love today, okay?